A 20-year-old man charged with rape and murder after the death of a young exchange student in Melbourne. One of the federal government's most senior women, Kelly O'Dwyer, announces she is quitting politics at the next election.
The reasons are complex and most compellingly, the decisive reasons are very personal.
2 police officers shot while attending a domestic dispute in northern New South Wales. And Alex Bolt's dream run at the Australian Open comes to an end in the 3rd round. Hello and welcome to ABC News. I'm Lara Hyams. First, let's take a look at the weather around the capital cities for tomorrow. Partly cloudy in Brisbane, Sydney and Canberra. A partly cloudy morning in Melbourne, then a sunny afternoon. Mostly sunny in Hobart and Adelaide. Very hot and sunny conditions for Perth. And a shower or two with a possible storm for Darwin. A 20-year-old man has been charged with the rape and murder of Arab-Israeli exchange student Aya Massawi in Melbourne. Cody Herman briefly faced court today after spending the night in police custody. He's accused with the killing of a 21-year-old as she made her way home from a night out with friends. Police have begun a murder investigation after a 33-year-old man was found dead inside his home in inner-city Brisbane. Robert Frescon's sister discovered his body in his home yesterday afternoon. Anyone who knew of his movements in the last few days has been urged to contact police.
At this stage, forensic teams are still working within his unit, and we hope to have an investigative search either late tonight or tomorrow morning.
A post-mortem will take place tomorrow. One of the most senior women in the federal government is quitting politics at the next election. Kelly O'Dwyer says she is walking away from the Melbourne seat of Higgins to focus on her young children. The shock announcement is a blow to the Liberal Party in a seat it needs to retain. Here's political reporter Dan Conifer. A 2.5-hour trip from Hobart to Sydney turned into a 16-hour debacle for 177 weary travellers overnight. Passengers say they were told their plane didn't have enough fuel to withstand delays at Sydney Airport. They ended up in Canberra, only to be told that they couldn't get off the plane. Australia has signed a new agreement with the UK to protect almost $3.8 billion worth of trade in preparation for Brexit. The deal will safeguard the $470 million worth of Australian wine that is exported to the UK annually when Britain leaves the EU in March. The agreement covers wine labelling and ensures Australian products can be tested before export rather than in Britain.
What it demonstrates is that when Brexit occurs, on whatever terms that may be, the relationship between Australia and the United Kingdom, the very strong trading relationship that already exists, will continue unaffected.
As well as wine, the pact covers exports of pharmaceuticals, cars, medical devices, food and goods. At least 21 people have been killed and more than 70 badly burned in a gas pipeline explosion in central Mexico. They were among a group of people attempting to gather fuel when a large geyser from a damaged pipeline caught fire. The state oil company says the rupture was caused by an illegal tap drilled by fuel thieves. Mexico's president recently launched a major crackdown after thousands of cases of illegal tap drilling last year. The special counsel investigating possible links between the 2016 Trump presidential campaign and Russia has disputed a report that the president directed his former lawyer to lie to Congress. The rare statement from the special counsel follows an explosive report from the online news outlet BuzzFeed, which is sticking by its story. Washington correspondent Zoe Daniel reports. Buckingham Palace says Prince Philip has no injuries of concern after the Range Rover he was driving collided with a car carrying a 9-month-old baby yesterday. The Duke's vehicle flipped on its side as a result of the crash. Members of the public helped pull the 97-year-old from his vehicle close to Sandringham Estate in Norfolk, eastern England.
I told him to move one of his legs, and that freed room for the other leg, and then I put my hands under his arms and helped ease him out backwards. And then I saw his face.
The other driver suffered cuts to her knee and another passenger sustained a broken wrist. They were later released from hospital along with the baby. There's a world-first experiment underway in Vanuatu where the Australian government's funding a program to deliver vaccines into remote villages using drones. It's hoped the technology will increase immunisation rates in a nation where around 1 in 5 children are missing out. Here's our Pacific Affairs reporter Stephen Jedgetts. And that's the latest from ABC News. I'm Lara Hyams. Thanks for your company.